It's a simple fact of life, you're not always around to feed your aquatic buddies, and you can't always trust someone to do the job properly while you're away. It's so easy to overfeed fish. That's why investing in a quality, well-made automatic fish feeder can be so beneficial. I bought and tested 5 different brands on my own tanks to find out which automatic fish feeder is the best. Number 1. Eheim Automatic Everyday Fish Feeder. We completely understand that with everything that goes on in a busy household, sometimes you can forget to feed the fish. This may seem like a simple mistake from time to time, but it's not fair to your fish friends. With the Eheim Everyday Fish Feeder, you get a very reliable, easy-to-program, automatic fish feeder that will take at least one of your responsibilities off of your list. With the Eheim, you can program when you want your fish food dispensed and also how much it should distribute. This is a small and compact unit that has splash-proof buttons, so you won't have to replace it if the buttons get a little wet. The digital display helps to keep an even better eye on all things fish food related. The total capacity on the Eheim is 100 milliliters of food. This is plenty of food should you have to leave your fish for a few days. The chamber where the fish food is kept is also aerated so that it stays fresh. If you want an easy-to-use, reasonably priced automatic fish feeder, the Eheim leads the way. Keep these negative factors in mind prior to getting one for your fish tank. Pros: very easy to program. Can program times and amount. Has secondary feeding if needed. Comes with mounting bracket. Holds 100 milliliters of food. Cons: works best in tanks with many fish. Number 2. Fishmate F14 Aquarium Fish Feeder. If you have ever set a timer to turn on your Christmas lights, you can easily work the Fishmate F14 Aquarium Fish Feeder. This automatic fish feeder will allow you to store 14 meals, and you can program those meals to be dispersed anywhere from 1 to 4 times a day. You can mount the Fishmate feeder on the hood or glass part of your tank, and the brackets needed are included with your purchase. The F14 Aquarium is a compact and reliable solution if you can't be available for every meal to feed your fish. You can attach an airline to the F14 feeder to help keep the food a bit more fresh. If you have a large amount of fish or your fish are rather large, you may need to purchase a few of these feeders. Then, unclose the above section of the unit to have access to the feeding chambers, and from there you could refill or empty them as necessary. This unit is affixed to the tank's lid. A few observed problems that go with this feeder for fish are the small feeding compartments that make it a little hard to get the food in the canister when loading it, and the compartments in whole are made with the same size, but these are not aligned well with each other. Pros: easy to program. Can feed 14 meals. Choose what times you want the food to be released. Priced fairly. Cons: for small and medium tanks only. Number 3. PetBank Zacro Automatic Fish Feeder. This large automatic fish feeder can be your savior if you're the type of aquarium owner who frequently go for business trips or on holiday. What makes this a very practical unit to consider is that it is designed with dual power supply options where it could be charged with USB or batteries. There is no need to purchase batteries if you do not prefer to, since you could just plug it into a USB port on a computer. You can utilize fish foods in the form of granules, flakes as well as powder plus other food varieties. Take in mind that this unit functions exceptionally on a 158-gallon aquarium. It is easier to set this device up by up to a total of 4 feedings in an automatic mode per day, and it is capable of dispensing food by up to 3 times for every feeding period. If you prefer a fish food dispenser that won't fail even when you're not around, then this is a good choice that you can rely on. It is considered slightly too large even for a 55-gallon tank, and you need to ensure that the feeder slot is properly modified to avoid underfeeding or overfeeding your fish. These are the demerits that must be inspected before you buy this device. Pros: built with dual power supply alternatives. Comes with USB charger cable. Designed with huge feed bucket. Made with very unique set it forget it type of design. Cons: slightly too big even for a 55-gallon tank. Number 4. Torlam Auto Fish Feeder. When it becomes a bit daunting to feed your fish on a consistent basis due to your very preoccupied lifestyle, then Aquarium Auto Feeders can help save the day. Whether you'll be away for days or even for weeks, you can now invest in a fish feeder that would ensure your fish is fed appropriately even when you do not have the time and opportunity to do it yourself. This device is equipped with AquaBlue timer that is intended to assist users to program a total of 4 feedings in an automatic mode per day. In the same way, there is no need to utilize them all if you do not require them. Undeniably, you will be stunned because it is easy to set to feed any period of the day and is supreme at delivering double or even triple feeding if necessary. Howbeit, a couple of minor issues that can be encountered if you use this fish feeder are its slightly intricate instructions, and please note that the amount of food to be dispensed could vary. See to it to inspect these factors first before spending for this option. Pros: guarantees great portion controls, allows food to be added without difficulty, built with a moisture-proof hopper. designed with large capacity for food. Cons: instructions can be a little baffling. Number 5, Nidaki USB charging automatic fish feeder. Portions can be hard to gauge, and with this automatic fish feeder, you don't have to be bothered. It's equipped with a customized feeding time/circle schedule. There are 4 feeding time settings and 3 levels of portion control for each time. There's also an auto setting button that allows you to set the feeding time for either 8 or 12 hours on rotation. It charges with a USB cord and can last for more than 3 to 6 months on a single charge. It has a 200 milliliters capacity and an adjustable slider that lets you set the desired portion of feed that should be released to the fish in the tank. It's easy to add food, you don't even have to take the feeding bucket off. Just slide the top opening and pour the food into the bucket. The 360 degrees rotatable base makes it possible for you to select the feeding position that you desire. Then, just mount it onto your aquarium glass, so long it's up to 33 millimeters thick. You can also affix it to the flat surface of your tank by using the double-sided sticker. This makes it easy to attach. Whether you have a 0 to 33 millimeters glass wall or not, if you're home and wish to directly feed your fish, just use the instant feeding button. This allows you to feed your fish at any time with a single button.